What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at how to get 3 confluences or 3 things to confirm that your trade will be going your way. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Let's shoot right into it. Okay, so as you can see, we're on the pair EGJPY, right? EJ. All the pairs will be right here, the names, or it will be right here. So just pay attention, alright? So as I have said in multiple videos, if you've been paying attention, I have said when you find things simple like this, or always try to draw your resistance and support, right? Where does your resistance go, you ask? Your resistance goes on the top and your support goes on the bottom. So simply here, we can erase this and just draw a simple one so you guys can see, follow along visually. Grab it somewhere that you can see has been hitting the high point, or the top point, high point, and it's just been rejecting, right? And you can just see right here, all these wicks has been going and rejecting. So that's the resistance. It's the resistance because I have not passed it yet. So still the resistance that's trying to pass, right? And at the bottom, the support. Well, all these wicks have been rejecting the support. And if you guys have been paying attention in the videos I said, so let me visually help you guys out real quick. Resistance up there, and the support at the bottom, right? Resistance and support. So this we did on the 4 hour, right? It's a 4 hour time frame, and it's just been bouncing up and down, right? And what I told you guys was, if you guys do this, go to the lower time frames and see where it's been bouncing. If you can try to make a different resistance and support inside the higher time frame of resistance and support, to see if you can make something in the middle, right? So if we go to the 30-minute time frame and just zoom out a little bit right here, you can see, hey, it hit the resistance but failed to push through, so it came all the way down to the support, right? So we can get the support right here. There's a couple ways you can get into it, but right here it hit the higher time frame support. So if you saw this, you would have probably just jumped in with like this, right? Like this, if you knew what you were doing. But just to simplify things, again, we try to find the resistance and support in between the resistance and support of the higher time frame. So in order to do that, we go to the lower time frames, like 30-minute. We can just start off here, and simply put, we can draw this like this as the resistance, right? And the bottom one, the support. So we drag this, we draw this as the support. The same thing we did on the higher time frame, like the 4 hour, the daily, or any of the higher time frames, we try to do on the lower time frames, right? So now we're at the 30-minute time frame. We did the same thing. We drew the top resistance and we drew the bottom support. And once we do that, you could have caught all these pips in between if you were trading this pair, but it got stuck, right? So the number one thing we look for is if it breaks the horizontal level, right? But here it didn't do that. So if it didn't do that, we could look for something like an engulfing candle, right? So we could look like this. It's all set up here with the resistance and support. Now we can go to the lower time frame. I'm just trying to give you guys like entries and stuff like that to see how it could work out, right? Let's move that out the way. Okay, we can go to the lower time frame, right? And you see it's been hitting the resistance, bouncing down, hitting the resistance, bouncing down, coming down, lower high, lower low, same thing. And then from here it was making higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, and boom. And then once it did that, consolidated a little bit and then came down, right? But let's just take a look at this part right here. We're gonna keep things simple. Let's just say this did not happen, right? Let's just say this did not happen. If we're looking at it like this, let me go back a little bit right here. X, yes. And then replay here. I'm gonna take you guys through it, right? Let's just say we were looking at the market during this time period right now, and we're just looking, and from the support we said, hey, it hit support 3 times right here, 1, 2, 3. Well, let's see if it goes up, right? And if you were not trading this and you were just taking a look, hey, it went up. Let me go back, that was a little too fast. All right. Okay, right here, right? Just look at it. From the support, it hit the support and then went up, right? But look, it went up and hit the resistance. But let's just take a look real quick what the next candle does. So this next candle occurred, right? Let's just keep taking a look, keep following along, and boom, the next candle dropped heavily, right? Just keep your focus on that. The next candle dropped. I'm gonna exit out of here and then just take you guys through it. We try to look for confirmations, right? It hit the resistance, which was one thing. Your resistance and support. It hit the resistance, which is one thing, right? Confluence. Second thing we're gonna be looking for is an engulfing candle, right? Engulfing candle. What is that? An engulfing candle is, if you take a look like this at the 5-minute chart. What is an engulfing candle? If you say right here, this is an engulfing candle. Let me get my highlighter. This one, right? Okay. Why is this engulfing, right? If you can see right here, this candle took half of this white candle, the bullish candle, which was 4.8 pips, and the other way is 5.4, right? So it took half of that candle, one, right? That's one candle it took out. Second thing, it took out the second candle, which is right here. It took out the whole candle of the second candle. 2, and then number 3, it took out this half of this third candle. So if it takes out, when I say take out, if the engulfing candle has to be bigger than the candles before it, right? So the 3 candles that were moving up, like these 3 candles, 1, see them right here? 1, 2, and 3. Those 3 candles that were moving up, by this one candle, it crushed half of the first candle, it crushed fully the second candle, and it crushed half of the third candle, which makes it an engulfing candle. So simply put, you could have even got in like this, right? You could have got in right here. If you've seen it right here with the 5-minute time frame, you could have got in right here with stop below right here, right? Because you know it hit the resistance and it's coming down. But this engulfing candle gives you a strong indication that it's coming down. Plus, the third thing you'll be looking for will be the RSI, right? The RSI is an indicator right here. And if it hits the top point, which is usually 70 and 30 are the bottom points, but if it goes above that, hits the 80 or the 20, the low point 20 or this 80, which is a high point, if it hits that, usually it's supposed to turn around, right? But that doesn't mean every time it hits it, it's gonna turn around. So keep your eye on the market and trade what you see. But look, as soon as it went up, it hit it. It hit 78, right? 78% right here. It hit the 78 RSI, and once it did that, it just came crushing down, right? So even once you saw the RSI do that, and it lined up with your support and the resistance, it rejected the resistance, number 1. Number 2, it lined up between here, right? It lined up with the RSI. And number 3, it gave you an engulfing candle. So if you wanted to be careful of how you want to get like a sniper entry after that engulfing candle, you can put your stop loss right after that engulfing candle or up here and just write it down to support. Simply put right here to test the level. You see, even this white candle right here, wick down. So if your take profit was testing these areas right here, then you would have been in the win right here. It would have hit your profit and you would have been out. I'm just trying to keep things simple. So if you want to get 3 confluences, try to trap it. One way to trade, just one way to trade, one strategy, get 3 confluences, right? Number 1, resistance and support. Is it between your resistance and support? And if it's touching it, is it coming down? If it touches the resistance, is it coming down? And if it touches the support, is it going up, right? But since it's coming down, we'll just focus on that. If it touches your resistance, is it coming down? Number 1. Number 2, does it indicate any candles indicating that it's gonna be going your way, right? If there's no candle indicating, if this was a bullish candle and this candle started above this candle, then hey, it was halfway through the resistance, so we're gonna wait to see if it goes up and retest this level and go up, or if it just comes crashing down. 2, right? Engulfing candle. Very important right here. And read the candle patterns. And number 3, the RSI. So this is another strategy which has 3 confluences. You can just check and see how it's going. But simply put, guys, try to trap it. I keep saying the word trap. Trap it like a box. Try to put it into like a small box. Because these prices, if you put them in small boxes, they're gonna try to break out of it, and easily you can see what price is breaking. You can just see what price is acting up on and take your action, right? Place a trade. But again, here, let's go on the small time frames like this. You can even see what it's doing, right? When it's doing this right here, it's doing this. Lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low, right? Continue this trend until the support. And from the support, came up, came down, and stopped. But it was this joint was strong push, right? Strong push, came down again, and what did it do? It did this. Sorry, right here. Lower high, lower low. So this downtrend reversed, right? Because it's going up now. It hit the support and it's going up. Lower high, lower low, lower high. Sorry. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. If it's in an uptrend, higher high, higher low. If it's in a downtrend, lower high, lower low, right? HL for high, for uptrend, and LL for downtrend. So it just kept doing that and went up. So right now it has broken the 30-minute time frame, right? And again, if you wanted to trade this, another trade for you guys right here is the same thing I said. If it breaks above the resistance, comes down to test the resistance and rejects the support, the new support, right? If it broke above the resistance, this resistance is automatically changed into a support. So now it came down to test it. What did it do? It tested it, but it rejected the support. The support was strong enough, so buyers were pushing it up, right? So you could even got in like this. You just have to read the candles. Read the candles, look at it. Boom. Right here, right? It tested it. And after even this white candle, you could have placed a trade here. Stop loss below the candle, and take profit, you know. Do it 1-to-1 and just see if it hit it. Boom. As soon as you got in, the first candle went into profit. Second candle came to retest the zone again. And the third candle, boom, went up. The fourth candle, hit your profit. So it's easily readable, guys. Just read the charts and read the candles and you'll simply get it. But this is just 3 confluences on how to trade: support, resistance level, RSI, and then engulfing candle. If you get those 3, you'll be good. Just learn the markets over and over again, and you're gonna get it, guys. It takes time, but you'll get it. So this is just a quick video on 3 confluences, and this is one strategy to trade. If you liked the video and it was helpful, please like and subscribe to this channel. We'll be doing more videos, and more videos coming about stocks and Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies coming up. Enjoy.